As she passes, the way my neck twisted, I could have got whiplash. But she was so special, she should have came with 2 sides and a biscuit. I said, you look great. What's your name? She said, my name is Katima, but they call me Kate. I said, hey, Kate, I'm a messenger. She said, yeah, I heard. I be seeing you on stage doing that spoken word. I said, yeah, that's right. How about one night we meet and get our eat on? She said, no, I got a boyfriend. I said, well, I got a math test. She said, what that got to do with anything? I said, oh, I thought we was talking about stuff we can cheat on. She said, I can't with you. I said, I don't know why. I could with you. I'm a hell of a guy. Plus your eye candy is good for my diabetes. I gave her my card. I said, here, this can't go wrong. She looked down at the card, and when she looked up, like Batman, I was gone. A few weeks later, I was trying to get into the end zone of this girl who got me locked in the friend zone. That's when I got hit on the phone. It was Kate on the IG talking about WID. I replied, WIA. She sent her own location. I replied with a 20-minute ETA. I looked at my BFF. I gave her a double BYE. She's like OMG, but I was LOL as I was OUT, and I left. Last I heard from her was WTF. Now the BMW was facing west. So I popped into the GPS and said go south. Now I'm OMW to Kate's house. Now we've been talking about a week or so about our needs and wants. That boyfriend thing must have just been a front, because she never brought him up again. So neither did I. So I'm at the door, ready to make my visit. I hit it with a knock knock. I hear, who is it? I say, messenger. I said, messenger who? They asked me. I said, the mess, if you're nasty. She opened the door in a tightly wrapped white nightie all the way down to her knees, posing, talking about, how's this eye candy for your diabetes? I said, oh, that's great. Is it too late to mention about my heart condition? All right, enough of the small talk. Let's fast forward to the hugging and kissing and touching and bodily twisting. I was feeling her. She was like, I was like a mechanic. I wanted to run my piston all up and down her cylinder. But then she said, wait, let's go to the bed. But on the way we discover we can't keep our hands off each other. We caressing and undressing, physically expressing the feeling for some sexual healing. I want to be like a carpenter drilling in the walls as we fall on the bed. Her hands are all on my head, fingers running through my hair. She's trying to push me down there. You know, I'm low-key trying to resist, but then I get them twins a kiss. It's like, twin one, twin two. So I'm holding on to the waist, now the navel's in my face, so I give it a taste and she pushes me lower, now the cat is in my face. I said, wait! My mama said I shouldn't eat in the bed. She said, that's some bull, because I know your mama also said don't talk with your mouth full. So she raised her pubes up to my nostrils. Her thighs is holding my head like earwarmers hostage. I feel like an ostrich, but she don't know I got this. She talking about speed up, slow down. I said, I know the speed limit for sex. I found that it's 68. Because if we go any faster, one of us gonna have to turn around. You know, so I started out slow without excusing her. Then I speeded up like I was a bullet, just juicing her. And she's grinding and whining while I'm smacking and snacking at her. And she's trying to arch her back and start trying to push me back, but I'm gonna have none of that. She's not knowing. Once that gravy started flowing, that's when the bubbles started blowing. I hit her with a boom. She's like, stop, don't. Then I said, boom. Then she said, don't stop. I hit her again. And then she started readjusting, because the sheet's getting disgusting with all this multiple busting. So I took a deep breath and I turned into Dougie Fresh. I said, now there was no mistaking, the orgasms was overtaking the noises that she was making. So I stopped. She couldn't stop shaking. She said, don't touch me. But I expected this. Holding the cat. Her eyes rolled back, all dilated. like she done been violated by the exorcist. But it was like a game of golf. I just played it through. I got to have my cake and eat it too. And eat it too. I got to have my cake and eat it too. Thank you.